Here we are, back over here in town, right in the center, right in the middle of all things, right by this giant iron farm. Now, it's okay to be over here now because we have gotten that evil, nasty curse off of us, and some of y'all saw those diamonds in my inventory, didn't you? Piggy, what are you doing? Run around with diamonds. What do you think you're doing? Well, we are scavenging today. We are hunting for something that is going to help us because we were gifted something not too long ago, and I got to thinking about it. You know what? This is a perfect place for us to be able to take care of the stuff that has been gifted to us. We need to get some stuff to go with it. We need to combo something with it. So I got thinking about it right at the beginning of this episode. We need to run over here and hello, Mr. TaylorMade. How you doing? So we've got feather falling 4 boots. We can get some depth strider, but that's not what we want. We want this. We want mending books. I'm going to click that to make sure. Let's go ahead and get that. Go ahead and get that. We have got 2 mending books, which is really, really super awesome. What is this book? Now I got to know. Are you a mending book? Efficiency 4. We'll put you back. We're not going to take anything, KB. I just wanted to see. But there you go. You made yourself some money. Spent some of my hard-earned diamonds, which is just fine, because if Spiderweb Ninja is going to go through all the trouble of getting us some super awesome pickaxes, we can spend a few diamonds to make sure that we have got mending on those. Those stinkers, just spoiling for a fight. Oh my gosh. Well, Piggy's not in the mood to fight today. I've got mending books that need to be escorted safely back over to... Ooh, the inside's starting to look nice in here. But I got these books I need to safely escort back over to my pickaxes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back over with these pickaxes. I'm going to burn up a few of these levels and go ahead and get myself some mended, repaired, ready to go pickaxes. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to meet you at the next place so that we can start today's proper episode. All right, everybody. We've gotten ourselves some pickaxes that are on the mend. That one's not. It's about half used up, so we're going to have to go mend it again. And I don't have any kind of XP farm in this area, so I keep having to run back to town to the zombie and spider farm so that we can go ahead and repair. I've beat this pick up a few times. Yes, I have, because I've been hard at work. I've done something. So at first what I did, more llamas. I guess these mobs are just curious to see what I'm up to and what I'm going to do. So originally what I'd done is cut a hole through here, which you can see just kind of like goes to open nothing now, so that I could get through the mountain instead of having to climb over it. But I'm about to have to clog that hole up so that I don't fall and hurt myself. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's just play it safe, because I know there's going to be that one moment where I go barreling through there and all of a sudden fall. So let's run over here and I'll show you what I've been up to, if I can find it. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. We're labeling you right there so we can find where in the world that is until we can get this opened up. So what I've done is I've gone through, and right now it's in even increments of 5. So that's 5, and I think that's a little bit more. I think I found that was level with the ground, so I just extended it out. But what I've done is kind of cut an area. We can see that it winds back around here, and then it goes straight, and then it winds over here, and oh my gosh, Piggy, what have you done? I told you I've been busy. I got really great pickaxes. You know what I need? I need something better than iron shovels now, and possibly something better than an iron axe. Although, other than that clearing job that we did, I haven't had to cut down a whole lot of trees, just some trees out there, so that I can kind of see what I'm doing and get some perspectives. We'll look at that in just a second. But what's great is, as I'm cutting this out with a Silk Touch pickaxe, I'm getting a whole lot of stone, and that stone is coming in handy for what we're doing up in that area right there. So let's go ahead. I'm going to turn around. Now, I've just got grass growing here right now. I'm not quite certain what I'm going to do with everything yet, but you can see that the opening is rather significant. Now, what we're going to have to do is, as we extend this tunnel, I'm going to have to start, shaping it a little bit. Kind of, I'm not really certain yet. Like, sometimes the way I build is I can envision what I want, which is I want a tunnel through here. How it's going to look exactly, I don't know yet. I let my brain kind of chew on it. You are supposed to... Where did you come from? I don't think they can fall. Not that far. Did he just spawn there? Because he would have had to walk through the daytime to get from around there. That was really weird. We can see that Jax and Wild, they're busy at work building that city. I tell you what. What'll be really cool is you can go up into those high rises and you'll be able to see the mountains. It'll be like luxury suites. That's what it'll be. Let's get a few more berries, and I'm gonna turn around. You ready? Looks a little different, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So I tore up a bunch of the hills and mountain, beat them back a little bit because I think it was more like kind of drawn out and flat. And so what I've tried to do is start to build it a little backwards. We can see where the altitude up there is just high enough that when it rains on the server or drops snow, we're getting little bits of snow up there. But what I've done is I'm trying to figure out exactly how would you build a mountain. I've never done that before. I've always wanted to try. I've just never really experimented a lot with custom terraforming on this scale. Oh my gosh! You guys, I'm going to have to hire some of y'all to run some of y'all off. But the idea is that you have this giant block of stone, and as time goes by, you get water and snow and gravel rushes down, and it cuts into the mountainside. Just stop, guys. So what I'm going to have to do is build myself a snow factory and start covering a lot of this with snow until it looks good. And then whatever's peeking out, we're going to let be stone. And I'm trying to decide, like, is there other stuff that we can use that's grays? I've been looking in a creative world, and it looks like all the gray uses just about the same gray. Like the andesite and the stone, it's almost like it's using the same grays, just in different quantities and patterns, so that appears to be something smooth with edges, while that appears to be more of a natural rough rock. Well, I mean smooth rock, but you know what I mean, more natural, unrefined. That's the word I'm looking for. So it looks like the color palettes are the same, and I was hoping that I could find, like in modded, you can get like dark colored cobblestone, but that's not in this mod pack, or not in this isn't a mod pack. That's probably the reason why. I mean, we can see that this is a slightly different gray than that, but I bet that pixel right there and some of these are very close. So it's still a very limited gray color palette. Now, I've also looked at a few of the different coral blocks when they're dried out. They at least have some different patterns on them. But anyway, my point is, when we can see stone or gray peeking out from behind the snow, I want it to appear striated or striated. I can't remember what the right word is. But basically, you'll be able to see like layers. Like it won't be a solid gray. It will appear to be like different layers. And you can see this when you look at mountains and you look at stone layers. It's not just a solid one color. Hey, we're doing geology today, sir. You want to learn about geology? But there's different layers. Like some area may be some kind of a granite, and then somewhere over else it'll be like a different kind of stone. My mind's going blank right now. But anyway, it's going to be a work in progress. It's going to be a very slow work in progress. Moving mountains takes time. And then over here, I haven't done much yet because I've got some big plans for this area right here. Because what my hope is that when we come through the portal, not only is everywhere going to be safe, but there's going to be a basic road or path, and it's not going to go straight. No. We have to drag this out. See, if I make a curvy road with a little bridge that curves back around, it forces you, as you enter the base, to look at, see, if we come straight, this is your only perspective ever. If I make a winding path, it will force you to look at the base in slightly different angles, and it will force you to look around at different things instead of maybe just going straight at it and all you really focus on is the gate. so that it's going to be like a little subtle manipulation of the player to force them to look around and see things. Who thought Piggy put so much thought into things? I don't think he did. I think he just wanted to build something and then tries to justify it with cool words. What do you think? But anyway, we're gonna have some cool water stuff going on. I got a really cool idea for some water stuff over there that we're gonna try out, and hopefully it works. But yeah, this is the basic progress we got going on. I'm basically tearing out a hole so that I can build a mountain, so that we can get a path. Now that's not going to be the full width as we go in. It's going to taper inwards and get smaller. What I want this to feel like is that there was a valley cut, or there was a natural valley at one time inside the mountain, and that for whatever reason there was a gate archway built to kind of hold back the mountain so that it didn't crumble. And as it moved forward, it turns into a more natural cave-like structure. So now what I have to do is I have to start cutting away at this stuff. I feel like it would be easier if I cut it all away and kind of get an idea of where I want this path to go, and then start building it back from here and start tapering things and making it look more natural. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's just a bunch of boring work, but I'm going to have to basically hack and slash and cut away at this, and then go repair my pickaxe, and then do some more and repair my pickaxe, and bounce back and forth until we can get this valley cut in here. And then from there, we can build more mountain. Yeah, if only it worked with a shield, we could build a mountain. Build more mountain, and then start building a tunnel, which will be just awesome. So, you just sit tight. I'm going to start tearing up some of this stuff and come back and show you some more progress. All right, everybody. Looky there. A big cut out spot. Trying to avoid that creeper. I don't want to waste time trying to fight it. You just stay over there, sir. Just stay over there. But yeah, look at this. So we got it where it kind of enters through here to angle. Kind of turns and goes through here at an angle. Now, right now I've just got 45-degree angles. We're going to have to finesse this. I mean, I don't really think this is going to go out that far. And I think what I want to do with this is make it go just a little bit more straight before it curves. I feel like there's not as much anticipation. Like, all we have to do is get to about right here, and you can see all the way out there. I feel like by bringing this out a little bit more and then having it slowly curve, we can add a little bit more to it. And the other thing is, this is huge and gigantic. I know as we get closer to this area, I want this cavernous spot to start to slim down a little bit. I don't want it to be as humongous and as grand, but I don't... See, here's the way that I build. I have ideas, not like fleshed out block by block ideas, but I have certain ideas of things I would like to see. And then as I start to build them, I use the landscape in the area as inspiration and placement of items. And then as I just build stuff, like I built the gate. I know I want a cave to go behind the gate, but I know the components of what I would like to see inside the cave. But I don't know block for block what that's going to look like. So even while y'all are watching this and getting to see stuff, I'm getting to as well, because I have no idea what exactly it's going to look like when I'm done. I just know what I'd like it to look like. So what I've done is, and this has just got a basic hill right now. We're going to shape it and work it as we move forward. Make sure there's a creeper sneaking around out there as well. Got a little something hidden up there. But as I work this out, we'll start to shape the ground and kind of make it our own. But this, whoa, you're giving yourself away, sir. So I went ahead and built this. I want one of these on each side. It's going to be like a tower, like a guard tower for the entranceway. I think this is going to work. Now, another thing that I've started doing here in the past year or so playing Minecraft is I don't mind building stuff and then tearing it down. I used to get very, very like, I've built this, it stays there, nothing changes. And right now, we're going to build these towers. I'm going to set them up. Now, as we build the cave, I'm going to try and make everything work. But if for some reason it doesn't work, I'm not so adverse that I wouldn't tear down these towers and change them. Where's the sun almost down? So let's go ahead and prep for this, because I know that this is probably going to end in my doom. So I want to make sure that I'm prepped and ready for it. That what's kind of stinkerish is I've got 28 levels. I probably should have thought that one through, but no biggie. I mean, you know, we can get more levels. I didn't think this out too well. Should have done it when the... You know what? Maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do this. I know I'm going to die anyway. So let's go up here real quick. This will give you something to look at. Come up here so we can kind of see down in the area and be able to see across. Kind of a nice view. But I'm not going to be able to be up here because there's something over here. I caught these guys. I caught a whole group of them. These are the two that are left. This is what I'm worried about, is that one of them's going to end up getting killed. See, I heard it. So there's one still waiting there. So what I want to do is I want to break him out of the boat and have him chase me over here. And I'm going to place a fence right there and try to capture the guy. I'm probably going to capture myself there as well. See if I can do this without... I'm going to lose my armor too. I just realized that. Come on, sir. Come and get me. I don't think you can get a piggy. Not R. Come and get me. There you go. There you go. Just keep coming. Come on, buddy. See? Oh. Yes! Go ahead. Actually. There. Awesome, it worked. Let's run over here. I want to see what this looks like. So check it out. We've got a guard up there. Can he shoot us from here? That's the thing I was worried about. How close can you get to them? I think we're just far enough away that he can't hit us. Let's try from back here, because this is going to be a little bit more... That is awesome. Okay, so let's hop in the bed. Here we go. And we're going to run over something else that I totally forgot. See, I relocated all my junk. Actually, let's do this. And a sword, just in case. I thought I was prepped and ready, but apparently I wasn't. So, to make sure that this guy does not despawn or disappear at all, we're going to do something special with him. The reason why I'm going to do this is because I know we've got a plague of these guys on the server. Like, once they spawn, they really don't want to despawn. And so I know one of the things that the admins of the server have talked about is possibly getting a clear command that will, every once in a while, will clear out all of the pillagers that are running about. Let's see, we got to start rummaging through here. Got my junk drawers. I know I've got it here somewhere. Here we go. There we go. And where in the world did I put an anvil? Talk about not being prepared. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know I've got iron. But yeah, what I want to do is I want to name tag these guys. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should work. I want to name tag these guys so that I don't have to worry about them ever despawning. Did I suddenly forget how to make an anvil? It's that, isn't it? Yep. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and smack this down. And I'm just going to name it what I always call these guys. Name tag. No, not really. Stinker. Stinker number 1. We'll just start numbering them as we catch them. If we get more and more of them, we'll just start naming them more and more. And I also caught a llama. Yeah, you buddy. A wild one, not one with the little carpet thing on his back like a saddle. He was just wandering around over here, so I pushed him in there. Let's see if we can get over here and name tag this guy. And let's see. Okay, so I think we got a few more minutes. Yeah, we got a little bit more time in the episode. So I also want to show you this just to kind of show you a little bit of what I've been doing with the build. Like, it took me about 20-25 minutes to build that, and I don't really want to do that on camera just because it's going to be kind of boring and monotonous to watch. But see, what I did was I started out with this base, and I made them all stripped logs. So it's dark oak, but then I've right-clicked it with an axe, and so it looks like this, the stripped log. And the reason why I put this in the ground, because, you know, once we start building on top of that, you're not going to be able to see it, but watch. See how we do this? And so you get that subtle little edge sticking out so it looks nice. You waste like a whole block to do that. But you can see here how we've got cobblestone peeking out from the bottom. Now as we go, I know I said I was going to stress this and change some stuff. I haven't yet. Some of y'all gave some really good comments. Somebody said use some mossy cobblestone, which is a great idea. We'll definitely start doing that. But I'm gonna have to get to that for another episode. Probably once. I think what I want to do is I'm kind of focusing on, I want this tunnel to be set up. Once we kind of get it established and figured out, I may come back through, and that's when we will start stressing it and detailing it and adding stuff to it. But see, we can see right here, see how it looks like if I didn't do that, you'd see a little bit of gray or you'd see a dirt block sticking out. So I go ahead and do that along the bottom and strip it, and so that way it just fits. And we can have path blocks around it. And so these things can be blocks that mobs will not spawn on, no matter what the light level. So as we build this, we can start making it look like a gloomy, dark cave, and we can control lighting in areas, and we don't have to worry about mobs sneaking in. All right, sir. I know you're going to shoot me in the face, but we're still going to call you Stinker Number 1. You ready? Yeah. There you go, Stinker Number 1. He's the number 1 stinker, I tell you. All right, so let's see if we can get down from here. Now, I know there's supposed to be a bug in Minecraft right now that their crossbows will eventually tear up. So I want to stay as far away from that guy as I can, not because I'm worried about getting shot so much. I don't want him to break his crossbow. Now, it could be cool to eventually catch some of those guys and get them to mess up their crossbow. But I think we want that guy to stay there for now. But I like that. That's really cool. It's like we've got a guard. He has a bow. So it makes sense why he would be up there. Because if some enemy started coming through here, he could shoot down and you know, defend, which would be just great. So what I've got to do is I've got to build this other one. I've got to get another name tag. I've got to catch another stinker, and I've got to get him in there. Now, the tricksy part is that hill was right there. I think I could do it from here, but I'm going to have to like capture one of them somewhere over in that area or get one of them to chase me. A lot of them seem to want to spawn over in those woods. But I also want to give a big shout out to Spiderweb Ninja. She was the one that got me the name tags, and she has a project soon. Trademark, soon TM. Soon TM, the project will be worked on, and once we get a chance to work on that, it will make more sense, and y'all will know. I'm going to help her make a farm. There, I'll say that. So once you see us making a farm or consultation or whatever it is, then you'll know that was me repaying her for helping out. So now that we've gotten this area busted open and I've got one of those little stinkers caught and captured in there, I'm going to go ahead and build the other thing and capture another stinker. And then I think what we're going to do so that I can still build this tunnel and work on it, once we've got them captured, it's going to look ugly for a little while, but I'm going to take dirt and I'm going to close off that upper area. Now the reason why I'm going to do that is so that I can work on the areas around and they don't keep shooting at me and knock me off stuff and they don't tear up their crossbows. That will be the plan. So that will make sense why when you come through here and you see dirt all around it, or not when you, I mean, I know you don't come through here, but when we come through here and you see it on screen or you see it on somebody else's screen, it'll make more sense while there's dirt around there. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that done. Y'all just hang out, just hang on just a second. For you, it's just going to be a second. And then we'll meet back over here, and we should have a guarded entryway ready for whatever comes next. I almost said what comes next, but I can't. It's got to be a surprise. And I kept my levels. I just realized that I kept my levels, which is just awesome. So y'all hang out, and I'll meet you back over here in just a second. And there we go. Nice. Or yes. Since they're always going to be grumpy and they're always going to want to shoot at things, might as well have them grumpy and shooting at things up there, right? So now we have 2 guard towers, which is just awesome. And what's really funny is this guy, he was actually stuck up in a tree over there. All I had to do is break the leaves and just get him to chase me up to the top of the mountain, and I made a little tunnel all the way down. Now, it's not as dramatic of an effect as I would have thought it would be. Maybe, I mean, you can notice the guys up there. I was just hoping you could see them a little bit better. But I guess it is what it is, because you don't want them so low to the ground that they can actually shoot you. But when you come through, I mean, y'all know because you see the video, so you know he's up there. And when other people come in here, maybe they'll hear a huh, and they'll look up and be like, oh, there's guards up there. Now, I think the other thing that's going to help is once we start to build the cave, the cavern, anything that's got color will really start to stick out. And the fact that it'll be darker in here, but there'll be lights up there. Lights up there, and then if those guys move around at all, you'll see the movement. And so I think that will kind of sell the effect a little bit better. You can kind of see that guy right there right now. He's just barely peeking out. But that is so cool. It just, you know, a bunch of boring work digging out and stuff, but I figured I'd go ahead and throw this in at the last, just so we can have something really cool. So I've got to get to covering these boxes in dirt, like I said, so that we can do more work and we don't have to worry about these guys shooting or anything like that. But I'll go ahead and do that off camera, and that way if y'all see anything going on with the dirt boxes, you know exactly what is going on. But if you enjoyed this episode, please click that like button. And if you want to see more of these as I release them, you're not already subscribed, would you consider subscribing? And if you like ringing bells, not just in Minecraft, but in other places, you can go ahead and ring a bell that YouTube has got for you. It's free. You just click it. But remember, if you click it, you're telling them you want notifications. Whether or not they show up, you know, depends on how the wind blows, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and box these guys in, get myself ready for next episode, and that is when I hope to see you, is in the next episode of AlphaCraft. Bye-bye, Stinker. Stinker number 2. Bye-bye.